Welcome back to the DLP podcast. Today I'm here with my friend Tinagon Reeves, and also for this episode, my co-host.
Yeah,
because
that's me.
As you saw in the last podcast, David Dar has still not changed his ways and he got kicked off. So hopefully next week he'll be back again. But I guess we'll see, because he's still been taking those supplements that we do not advise, and that's why he's not here today. But how you going, Timmy?
I'm good, thank you. It's very sad. I saw David at the gym yesterday actually, and with the way he's going, with how he's taking his supplements and stuff, I think he's going to hurt himself really badly, and I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but anyway, I guess we'll start this podcast. This one's going to be a nice, short and good podcast, because the last podcast we did, unfortunately I messed it up. But would you like to introduce what this one's called?
This is episode 5.5.
5.5?
Regular edition, regular.
Regular edition this time.
Yeah.
5.5 regular edition. Hope you guys all enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start. Okay, so we'll start now, and the thing I'd like to ask first is, how was your week, and did anything interesting happen this last week?
Yeah, my week's good. Only interesting thing is we just finished filming episode 2. So it is now 90% completion. Just needs to be edited and posted, pretty much.
And if you don't know what he's talking about, episode 2 is episode 2 of our Thailand video, because episode 1 he filmed ages ago, and then we just finished filming episode 2 then. So that might be should be out either before this video or after this video's
They'll come out around the same time.
published. But I'll link Tinagon Reeves in the description, and then you can just click on him and find that easily.
Yep.
But I also heard that you went to a concert last night.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Your first ever experience at a concert?
It was good. I went to a smallish concert. It was at the Triffids, so it was about 500 people. We went to see Telenova, and because we got there when the doors opened, we were like pretty much front row. We were like 3 people behind, 3 people away from like...
So like third row.
Yeah, third row out of like, I don't know, maybe 60 rows.
Oh.
So we're pretty close up, and the music was loud, it was pumping, it was good. I would recommend going to see smaller concerts, because, I don't know, I just feel like the atmosphere is more... I don't know, it's just the real ones are there, you know? Not the fake fans who just buy tickets because they can.
Yeah, exactly. And what would you rate your experience out of 10 on your first ever concert?
Oh, it was great. I'll give it a 9 probably.
9 out of 10?
I really liked
And I saw that you and... Well, not you, just Kobe bought some merch and all that stuff?
Yeah, she bought me a jumper that says Telenova right here. And it was good. It was
Was it?
$100 though for a jumper. It's pretty ridiculous, but
Yeah, but like...
can't buy it anywhere else, so...
Exactly, and they had some supporting acts and stuff like that?
Yep, so there was 2 supporting acts. There was I'll link them, but
No, I'll link them.
you'll link them.
I'll link them below on the supporting acts, and
I'll link them for you because I'm editing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So the first one was Lottie McLeod, and she's the lead singer of a band, but the band is called Lottie McLeod. So that was the first one. I think she was probably just as good as Telenova, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And she's a really small band, so it was great. I just, I wish they were bigger so I could go see more of their concerts. So hopefully they do good and I can go see concerts that they're playing in. The second one was Tash. Oh my god, her music was so ass, like, my god.
Yeah.
I did not like it, it was so boring.
Yeah. Alright. But that's good that you went to a concert and all that. So would you, if there was like another concert in the future, would you go to another one and stuff?
Well, it depends who's playing because, I'm not one of those people that go to the really, really big concerts unless it's like Billie Eilish, which I missed out on, unfortunately. Oh, man. Did you like Billie Eilish?
Yeah, Billie Eilish was a very good concert. Probably the best concert I've ever been to, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
But that's okay that you missed it. There'll always be another chance to get it.
Yep.
But
Next time, next album.
how did Kobe feel about that concert?
She liked it. That was her second concert ever. Her first one was Ash Nico. I don't really like Ash Nico's music. Do you know Ash Nico?
I don't. Oh, I've heard of Ashniko. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really know her, but
And she preferred this one over Ashniko. And they're like 10 times smaller than Ashniko. And she liked them more. So I don't think it's about how popular the person is. It's just about how well you connect with their music, I guess.
yeah, yeah. And recently at work, you've got sort of like a mini schedule slash plan.
Calendar?
Calendar, yeah,
A calendar.
calendar. Well, you've got a calendar, but like you've got a plan
Yeah.
on what you're planning to do with like your future at Taco Bell. Would
Right.
you like to explain a little bit like on what your plans are?
Right. So last week I made a calendar. And I did it because I wanted to count down the days till I finish working at Taco Bell. Because my end date that I've selected is the 31st of July.
Yeah.
So far, because that's my rough estimate of when I will join the army after talking to the coaching officer. So I decided to quit 2 months before my estimated start date in the army so I can go on a 2-month long holiday.
Damn.
And every single day I finish work, I cross off the calendar with an X, and it makes me feel like I'm getting closer and closer,
Yeah.
faster than if I was to not have a calendar, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It makes the time feel like it goes 2 times faster.
Yeah. And do you have any like thoughts or like just ideas on like in those 2 months where you'd want to go on holidays?
Oh man, so I want to go on holidays with everyone. I want to go
Yeah.
with you, I want to go with Riley, I want to go with Kobe. I want to go overseas, maybe go to Bali, Japan, maybe Thailand again. Maybe I could film like a few episodes.
Oh, definitely. I definitely reckon.
After having experience filming my first Thailand season, I learnt so much. I learnt how to, well, I didn't learn when I did it. I learnt how to do all this stuff after doing it. So because I watched back on my videos and I realized, oh, I can do this better, I can do that better. I could talk about this, I could stop saying this, I could stop filming random things.
Yeah.
So I reckon my next episodes for my future holidays will be like 5 times better, because you always improve when you make something and you watch back on it.
Yeah, that's
like your podcast. You filmed episode 1, right?
Oh, that
And
was technically that was like episode 4 at that point. But like episode 1 that was released to the public because
Yeah.
we had many episodes with you before.
And they're all failures.
We're just like, yeah, no, that one's bad. We tried again. No, that was bad. Tried again. That was bad. The first episode, we're like, alright, that's a start. It's still bad, but it was a start. And slowly, it's been getting better and better.
Yeah.
But the last episode we did,
Oh,
that went back to square one. But we're not counting that. We just put it in there because it had a good start, good finish, and yeah.
Yeah, there's always going to be times where like you put in something and then you regret it. Like no one's perfect all the time.
Exactly.
But if you look at, overall, all time, your videos are going like that. Like you're always getting better.
Yeah, my videos are definitely getting lots of views, and I figured the one thing that I've recently done, I think it was like start of this week or last week, I've started to like get AI to get my videos, crop it down, and make like 10 to 15 different reels.
Yeah.
It makes it, and then I can pick like 2 or 3, and I put them into my reels, and then link that video of what the reel is into that. So then, and what I figured with that is heaps of people watch those reels, because many people on YouTube, it comes up and they just press the reel because it goes for like 10, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, this is the video that it's from, and then they'll watch that video. So in the past like week, those reels, most of them have blown up and gotten like over 500 views, and I've realized that is so far one of the ways that most people have watched my videos, because they've pressed that.
So you've noticed you have been gaining a lot more attention after posting reels.
Yeah, I've gained a lot more attention
Yeah.
from posting it, and then people click on it, and then they click onto my account. And
Maybe I'll have to do that for my Thailand episodes,
yeah, and it's pretty easy. All you got to do is just you just got to link your video into the like AI thing and press generate. It'll generate it, and then all you do is you just put it in there, and it's pretty easy, and it doesn't take long to do, and heaps of people will watch it. I heaps of people definitely watch it over just your video straight away because they'll be like, it's like it gets like the not the all the best parts, but it gets like the best parts, and you can post them, and then people are like, oh, this is really good, and then they'll be like, I want to see what the rest of it's like, and they'll watch the rest of it. It's like a sneak peek, a trailer, sort of thing, but like that's been working so far, so I'm gonna keep doing that.
Are you going to try and do that for all your YouTube videos? Or just your podcast?
Not all my YouTube videos because the AI is limited until you gotta pay for it, and even when you gotta pay for it, you can only do like a certain amount. You can't just do unlimited, which kind of sucks in a way, but it just is what it is.
Got to use it wisely.
Yeah, you gotta use it wisely. Like you said.
Unless you start editing on your own, but that's difficult.
No, I tried editing in them. It's very complicated because the AI like censors the whole video as well, and that's hard to do. And then adds auto caption, auto words, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like something I would probably like do maybe in the future, but like not really. It's not something you just do. You wouldn't like. It's not gonna grow my. It's gonna grow my channel a lot, but not enough for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna just do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them on my own because that's too hard. So give up.
So you have a YouTube video that we made yesterday with David.
Oh yeah, so I'll explain a little bit more about that. Thank you.
Are you gonna release that because you know how David's been taking juices and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, so thank you for bringing that up. But with that video.
When do you think you're gonna release that?
I was thinking about releasing it. Like when we finish this podcast because I've already edited it. I've uploaded it to YouTube. I just privately uploaded it, so then you and David can watch it. I don't know if you've watched it yet.
You haven't sent me the link.
Oh, it was you can watch it like after this or something. Yeah. But David's watched it. He said it's very good. But with him juicing and all of that,
it's a bit of a disadvantage. Are you willing to explain what the challenge is, or is that a secret?
Yeah, I can, because this will be...
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, it's such a disadvantage for me, because you've challenged him to 100 kilogram bench, and because he's taking roids, like, it's going to be way too easy for him.
Yeah, but, like, I think we can say it now. Like, we can say that roid thing that David been doing. No, that was all just a joke.
Yeah, okay.
That was a joke because we were just like trying to make something funny up because David wasn't in our podcast and he wasn't in this one because...
Just have to make an excuse, right?
Yeah, because he's had like family things and stuff to do, so like we're just making up an excuse, but like no, he's not been taking roids, and yes, I'm against people taking them, but...
Are you sure? That's a harsh statement.
No, I'm pretty sure he stopped taking them, but I'm against people taking them, but... If they take them, that's their own choice. I can't stop people from taking them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But with that challenge, I'll explain a little bit more about it. So, just one day when I was at work, I was with Tinny and David Dar, who you guys should know by now. And I was just like, alright, I'm going to set a challenge for both of them because I haven't really seen them push themselves for a goal in particular.
Yeah. Like,
this hard. So I was like, alright, let me think of a challenge. And I was like, they're both around the same level at bench as each other. And they were both on like around 75 kg as their bench.
77.5.
Oh, you were at 75 kg.
Oh,
you both were at 75 kg at this point.
So it's very fair.
It's very fair. And I was like, Tinny's going to the army in September. Let's just do a couple of weeks before that. I think it's the 15th of August. The goal is to hit 100 kg by the 15th of August. We'll do a video on that. We're doing multiple videos on that, like road to 100 kg. And what the reward is, if they do that challenge, is if just one of them completes it, they get $100. If both of them complete the 100 kg goal, they both split the $100. And then whoever wins gets to go out for dinner with me, their choice. If it's both of them, then they both agree on somewhere to go out for dinner. But if they lose, which I sort of want them to lose because it's pretty funny punishment. Tinagon Reeves here has to pose in his undies in the middle of the gym do we'll do like a mini posing routine, and then David Dar has to do it in his pants with them all the way up because we've come to that agreement. But I know you've talked about it in our first video on that, but would you like to explain a little bit more on how you're feeling about that challenge so far, going into already starting it?
Honestly, a 100 kilogram bench press used to look so far and so out of reach for me. But now I look at 100 kilograms like, yeah, I can't do it yet. But when I see other people do it, like they're not overly massive. Like, not talking down on people that can bench 100. But yesterday I saw, Grayson?
Yeah.
He can bench 110 kilograms.
Yeah.
And he's not the biggest guy I know. But yeah, he's obviously still like big. But
yeah.
if he can bench 110 kilograms and he's as tall as me and only like 10 kilograms more than me, I can bench 100 kilograms by August. By August.
April's like next month.
Yeah, I used to think you had to look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson to bench 100 kilograms. But after seeing Luca bench 100 kilograms looking like Luca, and Grayson,
I was a little heavier.
Yeah, but after seeing what you actually need to bench 100 kilograms, it looks so much easier now. And my
aspiration.
No, you just... It looks easier. That's what I'll say.
It's still
It's a big milestone.
It's still a hard challenge to do.
Yeah.
But I reckon if they push themselves and they like stick to a solid routine,
yeah,
then like that goal will be achievable in the end. Because if they just do whatever, then no. But if they lock in, then I reckon you and Dave will definitely be able to do it if you both lock in.
If you watch the video of me attempting 80 kilograms, no, after I benched 77.5, I took my shirt off, and you'll be able to see I can almost bench 80 kilograms looking like a twig. So 100 kilograms is not that hard in my opinion.
It's about 5 months away. So
I'm so skinny and I can bench 80. Well, I can't, but in like 1 week I can bench 80. So
yeah, and it's about 5 months away. So a lot can happen in 5 months.
Yeah, 20 kilograms in 5 months is not a lot. So I reckon
it's about 5 kilos per month. Just under 5. Yeah, it's just under, or just about. I don't know. It's about 5 kilos per month.
Yeah.
To put on your bench, which is hard to do, but
if you bench 4 times a week like me and stick to your calories, which I'm attempting to do, then you can definitely put on 5 kilograms on your bench per month.
Oh yeah, talking about sticking to your calories and all of that. I know it's only recent, like 2 days ago or something.
Yeah.
But you've decided to not have fast food anymore and just stick to like a goal or like a diet, a strict routine.
Well, my diet's not strict, but it's just I meal prep 2 meals a day, and then the other 2. No, I meal prep 3 meals a day. I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then everything else in between is like 500 calories worth of whatever I want to eat. So it's not like super strict like I'm cutting for a bodybuilding show, but because I have those meals prepped, it's easier for me to reach my calories every day.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm eating, and I've weighed everything. I've put it through like calorie counting apps. Like we use MyNet Diary. I think it's a very good app.
Yeah.
It's better than MyFitnessPal in my opinion.
It's less confusing. Yeah. Easy to use. You don't need premium.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah, it's simple. It's good. It's helped me get to where I'm at. Help me get to where I am now. So yeah. It's a pretty good app and all of that. But that's good that you're like starting something.
It was inspiring, like the no fast food thing. That was inspired by David, who just finished his, what was it, a month or 2 months or?
Oh, I was like to David, can you go a month? No, at first I was like, are you addicted to fast food to David? He's like, no, I'm not addicted. I'm like, but you eat it a lot. Not a lot, but you eat it quite often.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, do you reckon you could go a month without eating it? Or do you reckon you could go a week without eating it? He goes, oh, no, not really. And I was like, alright, I'll bet you 1 month you can't go without eating fast food.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, he's gone. I mean, there was a couple of times where maybe I would classify he had fast food, but that's because it was his only choice, and he went to like, I think it was like a religious thing or something, and that was the only thing that they had there.
Yeah.
But it was like once or twice throughout the whole month he had fast food, but he didn't order fast food ever from a fast food place. He only got it because that was the only thing they had there.
So he did like a whole month.
Pretty much a whole month without eating fast food.
And I thought that was very inspirational. So I decided to start doing it 2 days ago. So that's why I decided.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to cut it out 100%, but like, even if you have it once every 2 weeks or something like that, then it's like, that's good because it definitely makes you feel better having whole foods, eating your own food that you cook as well. Because you're like, oh, I've cooked this, I've made this.
Yeah, it's also like less fatty because you can cut out oils by like using, I don't know, like spray oil on a pan. That reduces like how oily the food is.
Oh yeah, you could drain, like if you cook meat, you can drain your own meat.
Yeah.
Drain the oil out of it. You can do so many ways.
It just feels healthier, better for your gut, all that stuff.
Yeah, and it also, in a way, it makes you more focused.
Yeah.
And makes you, like, your brain is, like, more switched on and feeling better because it's got, like, better food in you. And then, like, it also helps you with your, like, in terms of me, helps me with cutting because I'm not eating so much fat. So it's not as bad for you and all of that. So it's definitely good to do that. But if you have it, like, every so often, then that's okay. Just not, like, every like, 3 times a week or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very good that you're doing that. And I've also heard that you're trying to do better at your deadlifts or something like that.
Well, I'm doing deadlifts and squats as well because I decided to start doing powerlifting because it's not like I'm not trying to do it professionally. It's just, you know, getting those 3 numbers up as high as possible with as low as body weight as you can.
Yeah.
That's just it's just a challenge that I want to do, you know.
I heard that well, not I heard, you told me because I was just talking about your gym one day and you said you were doing a new routine, like a new gym schedule. Would you like to explain what it is and why you've decided to change it up from push-pull legs?
Well, I've decided to go with a powerlifting program that I saw on TikTok, and it's pretty much, instead of doing push-pull legs, you do 90% of actually doing bench, squat, deadlift, and then 10% is just like small accessories like, I don't know, tricep push downs or leg extensions or like hamstring curls. But like, I'm not training shoulders, I'm not training abs or anything. Like, I'm not training to like look aesthetic, I'm training to be strong.
Yeah.
So I do those 3 movements every single time I go to the gym now. So
every time.
So
you always do.
So like day 1 is like bench press and squats plus an accessory. Day 2 is like bench press and deadlifts.
Yeah.
And then accessories. Day 3 is like deadlifts and squats. And like I have like a day break between all of this. And if I'm doing squats on day 3 and then squats again on day 4, I might go lighter on day 3 and then heavier on day 4.
No.
Like, it's not the same every week because, you know, there's 7 days in a week. That's an odd number. So
yeah.
I can't do like Monday this, Tuesday that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just every second day I go to the gym and I'm trying to train the opposite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But sometimes I have to train the same thing twice in a row. So if I'm doing that, I just do like lighter one day and then heavier the next.
No. And has that have you seen like has your I don't know how to say it exactly, but like your weights and like your lifts, has it been progressing faster than what you were doing before? Or like...
Yeah. So I've been doing that split for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
I've gained 500 grams on my entire body weight, like morning weight, since those 3 weeks. And my lifts have gone up about 10 to 15 kilograms on every single lift. So my old PR was like, I think it was 67 kilograms bench or something. And now I can bench 77. That's like just over 10 kilograms. Should I continue? Okay, and then my deadlifts, I've gone from 100 kilograms for 1 rep to 120 kilograms for 2 reps.
No.
So that's a 20 kilogram improvement. And then squats, I've gone from 80 kilograms to 100 kilograms for 1 rep.
Damn.
And I was about this close to doing 110 kilograms
On squats.
on squats.
Damn.
And I weigh 67 kilograms.
Damn.
So
Maybe.
I'm almost an intermediate lifter based off, what's that website called? It's like Strength Standards.
Yeah. Man, if Tinny's feeling up to it, he'll put his squat PR that he recorded the other day into this video.
Maybe
Yeah.
I will.
Maybe he will. Maybe you'll get a
It's
little.
not the best video because you can't see the bottom of my squats, so
Maybe you'll get a little.
it's debatable if I actually hit 100.
Yeah, but I guess you might see that video in here. You might not. Up to Tinny because he's editing this to see if
We'll see.
wants to put it in there or not. But before we finish this podcast episode, I'd like to ask you a question, which I really haven't thought about my question. But anyway, that's besides the point. But just you're going away on holidays soon to Japan, and you're planning on any other thing. Do you have any like ideas of like what your future plans are going to be or anything?
I don't know how long I want to be in the army for, but I want to be a police officer when I get out. Drive around, give people tickets, that doesn't sum up being a police officer, but I want to be a police officer because, it's a very unique job
Yeah.
and not a lot of people do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know, it's just something about being a police officer. I think it's cool. Like, I'm not one of those people, I've gotten speeding tickets before and stuff, and that doesn't make me not like police officers.
Mm.
Like, I was doing the wrong thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I paid for it, it's in the past, but I want to be someone that enforces laws as well. Because nothing makes me more mad when I see someone drive past me on their phone and they don't get a speeding ticket or a phone ticket or anything because they just got lucky.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, just being a police officer, that's what I want to do after.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna end this podcast.
Wait,
Just before we end.
in memory of David, I should read a quote from the Bible.
Do you have the quote?
Okay, let's pause it right here. Let me get a quote up. Bible quotes.
So, Tinny is gonna give us a quote.
Okay, here you go, David. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever.
That is our quote for the
Yep.
the quote for the week. Hopefully you hear that one, David. Enjoy that one.
Thank you,
and hopefully you're back again next week because I know maybe Tinny wants to be behind the camera again.
Yep. Who's the next guest, Luca?
Who's my next guest?
Yep.
Ooh. Well, we have been thinking about that for I'd say like a week or a bit now. I asked David the other day, he was like, "Oh, do you have a guest in mind?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I can ask someone." There's 2 names on my mind right now. I'm not gonna disclose them.
But you have 2 guests in mind?
2 guests in mind. We haven't asked them yet.
And if you had to hint at who they would be for people who don't know, who would they be?
Well, they're people that go to my gym. Well, not my gym. The gym that I go to. They're 2 people that I go to the gym with. One of them is David's brother's friend, and one of them is someone that used to work at the gym.
Yep.
So, you guys might not know who they are, but they might not be on the next episode. But I guess you guys will have to wait and see. But thank you for being on this episode of our podcast.
It's all good, no worries.
5.2, not special edition,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
5.5.
Hopefully this is much better than our last episode because that was doo-doo, but it's only up from here. And hope you enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed it. And with that, we're going to finish this episode. Remember to like and subscribe. And Tinny, hopefully you know this. Do you know where to comment? Down below.
Okay.
Oh God, bro. Alright, we're done.